Have you ever wondered if the smallest creature could help the mightiest of beasts? What if someone much weaker than you could one day become your savior? This is the story of a great lion and a tiny mouse, who both learned that size and strength aren't always what they seem. On a warm afternoon in the heart of the vast, untamed forest, the king of the animals, a mighty lion, was taking a peaceful nap beneath a shady tree. His golden mane shimmered under the sunlight, and his powerful body stretched out as he drifted into a deep sleep. To any animal in the forest, the lion was a symbol of strength, power, and fear. No one dared come near him, no one, except for a tiny mouse. The mouse had been scurrying through the grass, looking for food, when she unknowingly ran across the lion's huge paw. Startled, the lion awoke and, with a swift movement, trapped the mouse under his heavy paw.
Who dares disturb my sleep?
The lion roared, his voice echoing through the forest. The tiny mouse trembled in fear, knowing that one wrong move could end her life. But instead of begging, she took a deep breath and spoke as bravely as she could.
Please, mighty lion, don't hurt me. I didn't mean to disturb you. If you spare my life, I promise that one day, I will repay your kindness.
The lion, amused by such a ridiculous promise, laughed.
You? Repay me? How could a creature as small as you ever help someone as powerful as me?
But something about the mouse's courage softened the lion's heart. He lifted his paw and let the mouse go free.
Very well, little one.
The lion said with a smirk.
Run along. You are free.
The mouse quickly scurried away, grateful for the lion's mercy, though deep down she knew her promise seemed impossible. How could she, a tiny creature, ever help the king of the forest? Days turned into weeks, and the lion continued to roam the forest, hunting and living as the king of the jungle. He never gave the tiny mouse a second thought, until one fateful day. While stalking his prey in the deeper parts of the forest, the lion stepped into a hunter's trap. A heavy net fell from the trees, ensnaring him tightly. The more the lion struggled, the tighter the ropes became. He roared in frustration, pulling with all his might, but the net wouldn't budge. He was trapped.
Hours passed, and the lion grew weaker. He tried using his claws to tear through the ropes, but it was no use. The once mighty king of the jungle now felt helpless and afraid. He roared again, but this time, it was not the roar of a powerful beast, it was a cry for help. Deep in her burrow, the little mouse heard the lion's distant roar. She recognized the voice immediately. It was the very same lion who had spared her life. Without a moment's hesitation, she scurried toward the sound. When the mouse arrived at the scene, she saw the mighty lion trapped in the hunter's net. His fierce eyes were filled with fear and exhaustion. The mouse approached him cautiously.
"Don't worry, mighty lion,"
he said softly.
"I will help you."
The lion, barely able to lift his head, looked down at the mouse in disbelief.
"You? How can you help me?"
he asked, his voice heavy with doubt. Without another word, the mouse began to gnaw at the thick ropes. Though her teeth were small, she worked quickly and carefully, biting through the net one strand at a time. Hours passed, and slowly but surely, the mouse's determination paid off. The ropes began to loosen, and soon enough the lion was free. The lion stood up, shaking the remnants of the net from his body. He gazed down at the mouse with a mix of gratitude and awe.
"You saved my life.
The lion said, his voice filled with wonder.
I never believed you could help me, but I was wrong."
The mouse smiled, her tiny heart swelling with pride.
"Even the smallest among us can be mighty if we have the courage to act,"
he replied. From that day on, the lion and the mouse became the best of friends. The lion no longer saw himself as too powerful to need help, and the mouse had proven that even the smallest creature can have a big impact. Lessons learned from the story 1. Kindness always comes back when you show kindness. Even when you don't expect anything in return, it can come back to you in ways you never imagined. 2. Don't judge others by their size. Everyone, no matter how small or different, has their own strengths and abilities that can make a big difference. 3. Strength isn't just physical. True strength comes from courage, determination, and kindness, not just physical power. 4. We all need help. Sometimes no one is too strong or too powerful to need help. There will be times when we rely on others, no matter how big or small they are. 5. Friendship is built on trust and respect. The lion and the mouse became friends because they learned to respect and trust each other, despite their differences. If this story inspired you, remember, be kind, be brave, and never underestimate the power of even the smallest actions. That you never know who might help you, or how you might help someone else in their time of need. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories about kindness, courage, and friendship.